Hello everybody and welcome back to the next episode. Alright, so we are over here at the shop, and as you can see it is currently pouring with rain for the moment. So yeah, I checked the weather forecast and it looks like we are going to have rain up until around about 11 o'clock this morning. So yeah, we came over to the shop to buy ourselves a chainsaw, because as you guys saw in the last episode, we now have got a sawmill over at our company house that we are going to start making use of. And I also found a second-hand water barrel, which we are going to connect up to next. It's just around the corner, so I just arranged payment for everything and it's sorted out. So let's go over here. We're just going to see what this trailer is all about. Okay, well, it actually doesn't look too bad. It's definitely seen some wear. Right, let's see if we can hook it up to our pickup truck over here. Alright guys, there we go, it's connected up, and I did adjust the hitch a little bit so that this thing runs sort of flat. So now that we've got everything connected up and everything is ready to rock and roll, we are going to head over to Uncle Reggie's farm quickly. That is where we are going to get some water for this tanker so that we can get it put into our greenhouse back at the house. Alright, let's just wait for the traffic over here. Alright, perfect, and we are off. So this is going to be a little bit of a drive, so just sit back, relax and enjoy this, a little bit of a time lapse.
Sunrise paints the sky in hues of gold. Morning dew on fields a sight to behold. Birds sing their songs to greet the day, grateful for this life in every way. Rolling hills and rivers crystal clear, neighbors wave and smile bringing cheer. Kids playing around in the summer sun, a simple life.
Alright guys, here we are over at Uncle Reggie's farm, and I see he is standing on a porch. He's probably busy meditating, so we're not going to bother him today. Okay, so we are busy filling up the trailer, and I think it should be full by now. So I think we are ready to hit the road. So let's get back to our house and then see if we can get our greenhouse filled up with a bit of water. So there has been a little bit of work that I did to the house itself. Not really to the house, but mostly to the fence and the gate. Because as you guys know, the gate actually opened inwards towards the yard, and the yard is quite narrow actually. So I've sort of swapped the hinges around so that the gates now open outwards towards the road, which is not really ideal either, but at least it works out a little bit better for us inside the yard to maneuver our vehicles with. Alright, so let's head over there quickly and I'll show you guys exactly what I'm talking about. Alright, it's not too far. And yeah, I also did get acquainted with our neighbor. His name is Ben. He's going to be inside now because it's raining, pouring with rain. So he's an old farm helper. He used to also work on the farms alright around in the area. Let's just hop out quickly. We've got to open this gate. Alright, so there we go. So the gate opens outwards now, and we've got a little bit more maneuvering space. Alright, so let's see if we can make this into a... yeah, probably reverse it in. It's going to be a little bit tricky, but we should manage. Alright, let's just get our trailer in the right direction. Okay, so we managed to get it into the yard, and now we're just going to try and see if we can fill it up right over here. Right, this is some crazy maneuvering that I'm doing here. Alrighty guys, so there we go. So I managed to get the water pumped into the little blue container over here for the greenhouse. So pretty soon we'll be able to get something planted over here. Alright, but right now I need to try and maneuver this truck of ours backwards a bit so we can get this trailer disconnected. I think we're just going to leave it right here in the corner. Alright, what are we catching on to? It's probably on that little blue container. There we go. Alright, so let's get back here. Alright, we're going to drop the trailer right over here. Alright, so there we go. That is disconnected. And now we should be able to get ourselves out of here. Alright, just gotta take it nice and careful. Alright, we'll steer lock the other way. Alright, like a little bit of a 100-point turn, but there we go. We've got it turned around. Alright, superb. So let me show you guys around quickly what I've done. So we did a bit of cleanup in the garage as well. So there was some grass growing through. Alright, so as you can see, we've got the Toyota Hilux in the garage over here, as well as the motorcycle. So everything kind of fits just about. Alright, so we can get that all closed up again. And yeah, I think we are ready to head back to Mr. Walker's farm to continue our work. And it is absolutely pouring with rain. So yes, for today, we are just going to do the baling of the grass, or the hay, that we did in the last episode. So we're going to get a worker to start rowing it up for us, and then it should be ready for us to collect it with the baler. And on the other field that we did the plowing on the last episode, we are going to be stone picking that. Alright, and let's just see if we can get our gate closed up again. Right, and there we go. Okay, so we actually need to turn this way. Alright, let's get over to the farm, and then we're going to see how we're going to do this today. Didn't expect it to come pouring down with rain as such, but it's okay. Luckily we are wearing our dry mac, so we shouldn't be getting too wet. Alright, and we're just going to make our way over to the farmyard. It's definitely a little bit of a change of scenery now that it's raining. But there we go, that's our hay field, or the grass field that we turned into hay. So that is ready for us to start windrowing. And up ahead we've got the field that we plowed. So we're going to be stone picking that. And then as for the sunflower field that we've got up ahead, so now this field we need to try and see if we can get some lime onto it, because I did have a look at the computer and it showed us that this field is in fact in need of some lime today. So that is something we can also try and sort out. Alright, so I think what we're going to do is we are going to pull into the workshop today, because it is absolutely pouring with rain. Alright, and here we are, safely over at the farm. My goodness, this rain is absolutely hectic, guys. Okay, so as I said, we've got some work to do. So fortunately, we are going to be able to bale up the grass, or the hay today, even though it is raining. We're just going to have to wait for the bales to dry up again, so that we can actually start feeding it to the cows and the sheep. Right, so because it's raining today, we are going to be pulling the little Kubota into the shed here. Alright, there we go. So that is sorted out, guys. So first of all, we need to do the stone picking. So let's start with this tractor. We're going to take the 7R once again for this job. And my goodness, I think the equipment is going to get extremely dirty today, but that's okay. At least we can sort that out without any problems. Alright, so let's get our stone picker. Alright, let's hop out quickly, get this barn open. Alright, let's get the stone picker connected. Alright, the stone picker is now hooked up to the 7R. So let's get this thing closer to the field for the worker to start doing the work for us. Alright, so there goes the guy with the stone picker. So he's going to start stone picking the field that we plowed already. So that should go pretty good. Alright, and next up we're going to take the next tractor over here. Going to get this one connected up to our lime spreader. So I did go ahead and have a look at the two spreaders that we have got in the shed over here. So the one closest to the plow is the one with the fertilizer in, and the one in this corner is the one with the lime inside. Alright, so we're going to get this one hooked up. Alright, let's get this tractor closer to the field once again for the worker to start doing the liming for us. Okay, and there we go. So they are starting with the lime on this field for us, so that is going to get sorted out. Right, so next up we need a tractor for the windrowing. Alright, so let's get this one fired up. Alright, so this is going to hopefully be able to sort out the grass for us so that we can collect it with the baler. Alright, let's just pull in over here. Let's see, that is the windrower right over here in the corner. Okay, so we are connected up to the windrower as well. Alright, so let's get this thing lined up over here. And we can also just get another worker to quickly come and sort this out for us. And then we are going to be running a little bit of an errand, because so far we haven't had much time to sort out the grain in our silo. So we are going to be transporting all of the grain that we've got. We've got some sunflower in there as well as canola and some wheat, which we need to sort out. So yes, that is also part of the plans for today. But okay, let's start getting this grass field sorted. Alright, and there we go. So the windrower is now busy sorting out the grass for us, or the hay for that matter. And yes, it is still coming down quite hard. So it's a rainy day, guys. Nothing really we can do about it. Okay, so as I mentioned, now we're going to go and load up all of the grain. It's not really ideal seeing as it's raining, but it's something that has to be done. So let's quickly take a run over here. Alrighty, come on, come on. Okay guys, so here we are in the Mack truck. We've got the grain trailer connected up. So we are good to start loading all of the grain. So I did bring the little drone with me, and it's not really a good idea to use it in the rain, but it might show us a little bit better what we are doing here, as we need to be very precise with how we line this thing up. So I think let's send a little drone out and see how this is going to work. Alright guys, so we've got all of the canola loaded and some of the sunflowers. There's about 40,000 liters of sunflowers in the grain silo. So we are going to take this over to the oil mill so that they can start producing the canola and the sunflower oil. And then we'll return, and we also need to load some of the wheat that we've got in there. I think we've got quite a bit of wheat. So we'll see how far we are going to go with loading all of the wheat for today. I want to try and see if we can actually take everything over. And as for the construction site, there's nothing going on, obviously because it's raining. So hopefully they will start working there pretty soon so that we can get our bales tucked away. So my thought pattern was we are going to try and see if we can store the bales under this carport maybe. I'll have to come and make a little spot over here behind the trailers maybe. I think that should be enough space. Alright, but let's get this grain offloaded over here and see if we can get everything else moved over as well. Alright, so that is all of the grain in our trailer dumped again. So we've got an empty trailer ready to go and load some more. Alright, so there we go. So the trailer is full once again. And now we need to head over to our factories again, because we've got some wheat as well as some sunflower. The last bit of sunflower. Alright, so let's make our way over there and see if we can go and dump everything once again. Alright, so that is all of the sunflower. So now we're going to move over to the grain mill over here. We're going to drop the wheat off. Okay, and then I think if we did a couple more trips of wheat, then we should actually be stocked up quite well. It all depends on how much grain they are going to take from us still. Let's see if they're going to take the load that we've got over now. Alrighty, so there we go. That is all of the grain offloaded once again. So now we don't have any more sunflowers or canola left in our silo. It's only some of the wheat left, and we've got quite a lot of wheat in that silo. So we're going to take another full trailer load of wheat over there and just see if that is something that they're going to be able to take from us. If not, we'll just have to leave it in there for another day. So let's try and sort this out. It looks like the guy is done with the lime as well, so we'll get that sorted out as well. Alright, so I think this might actually be the final trip we need to do for today. Transporting the bit of grain over. Okay, and there goes the guy with the liming machine, so he's done with the job for now. So that looks pretty good, pretty decent. Alright, so let's go and drop off all of this wheat, and then we'll see how much more we've got to take over there to fill up the grain mill. But I think it's very close to being completely full. Alright, and there we go, guys. So that is going to be the last trip we need to do over here. So the grain mill is almost completely full. They've only got a little bit of space, and it's not going to be enough space for us to bring a whole other trailer load with. So I think that is going to be it for now with regards to transporting the grain over here. So let's get back to the farm and see if we can sort out a couple of other things as well. Alright, so we are back at the farm. So we're just going to nosedive the Mack truck from this side this time. I think we should be fine. Alright, let's just keep going a little bit more. Alright. I think we should be good. Oh my goodness, I don't know how long this rain is still going to be. It's still coming down quite badly. Alright, but yeah. Not going to complain. It's definitely good for our fields, or at least for the grass field it's very good. I don't know if it's very great for the canola. It might actually not be too bad. Okay, but there we go. Alright, so let's quickly have a look at this field over here and see if our worker is done. Alright, so it looks like he is still busy, and he might be busy with his last pass on the way back. As for the stone picker, I think he's still busy as well. I can see him moving over there. And yeah, I don't really want to take a drive over there with the little Kubota, because we are definitely going to be getting a little bit sopping wet if we drive that thing. Oh, and that is my phone ringing. Alright, well, luckily we are under the roof, so let me answer this phone call and see who this is. Alright guys, so here I had a quick run over to the workshop here. So we need to get into the F450 because our John Deere 8RX is actually ready for collection. So they said that everything is sorted out, it's completely fixed up again. So I think it's a good thing if we can go and pick this tractor up, because then at least we've got all of our vehicles back in working condition. And that way, if we need more tractors on the farm, it's going to be available for us to use. Right, so let's back up to this gooseneck trailer. I just gotta take it nice and easy. Alright, we're going to back up right over there. Alrighty guys, so we are on our way over to the John Deere service center to go and pick up our John Deere tractor that we dropped off. So apparently they sorted everything out, so I'm not exactly sure what they did, but they did what they would like to call a major service on it. So we are just going to head over there and see if we can get this thing loaded up onto the gooseneck trailer again, and then hopefully we can return to the farm and see what else we can get ourselves busy with for today. It's definitely not ideal now that it's raining, but it's okay, we will be fine. Right, we're just going to cut in front of this car behind us. Alright, if he really wants to go faster, he could pass us. Alrighty, so here we are back at the John Deere Service Center. I think we're going to pull under this little carport of theirs with the trailer at least. Alright, let's get our ramps folded down. Alright, perfect. Just going to hop out. I can see our tractor over there. Alright, and I'm going to see if I can find the mechanic and just make sure everything is sorted out with the tractor. So I'll bring you guys back up to speed once we got this thing loaded onto our trailer back here. Alrighty guys, so there we go. So our John Deere 8RX is now loaded onto the trailer once again, and I did strap it down here and there. So these guys, they did quite a good job on the tractor's mechanical side. It is all sorted out now. This thing is running like a top. They didn't take care of the paint job for us just yet, so they said that is going to be something for another day, so we might have to bring it back if we want to get that sorted. But yeah, to me it's not really a big problem if a tractor is losing a bit of paint, as you can see on the little step ladder over there, and on the engine and on the rim sides. So yeah, I think it's definitely not too bad. We will still be able to use it regardless of the look of the paint job. So yeah, that is just what they would call normal wear and tear. Right, so right now we need to try and see if we can get this thing back to the farm. Alright, and let's also get our ramps folded back in. You can luckily see it over there in the rear view mirror, so everything looks kind of decent. Alright, so I think we are ready to hit the road. Alright guys, so we are on our way back to the farm, and I must say, compared to the Dodge Ram towing this tractor in the, I think it was 2 episodes ago when we dropped it off, it actually didn't do too bad. Our Ford F450 is also doing it. It's just as if the F450 is feeling it a little bit more, but it might be my imagination, I'm not too sure. But I'm just going to take it nice and easy back to the farm. I'm going to try and make it back there safe and sound without any problems, and I'll catch up to you guys once we get there. Alright guys, so we finally made it back to the farm with our John Deere 8RX, and now that we've got it here on the farm, I think it's about time that we start using this machine to see if everything is good and well on it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and open up that barn over there. I'm going to get the baler out because I think our field should be windrowed up now. Right, let's just take a quick run. Right. Okay, so let's go and grab the tractor. We're going to pull it off of the trailer, and we're going to hook up to the baler and just start baling up all of the hay we've got over there. Okay, and I see the stone picker also seems to be done. So let's get these guys to bring the vehicles off the field for us. Then we're going to see how our John Deere that we just picked up is going to do baling up everything. Alright, so here we go. Firing up the John Deere that we just picked up from the service center. Alright, so let's get this thing backed up all the way over there to the baler. And so far so good. Everything seems to be working as it should. And luckily it hasn't died on us yet again. Alright, and here we go. So the baler is now attached to our tractor. Alright, let's just quickly see where the workers park the tractors. Hopefully it's out of our way enough. Alright, yeah, I think that looks good. Okay, perfect. So I told them to go home for the day because it's pouring with rain, guys. So I'm going to be sorting out everything a little bit later off camera. But right now, let's get this thing unfolded. Right, I don't think I'm going to hop out this time to make sure. I'm just going to assume that it did this job back there. Alright, so let's get this lowered down. And we'll turn it on. And let's start baling some grass. And I'll also send the drone out in just a bit. Alright, I think let's just back it up again. Going to choose ourselves a nice line over here. Alright, and see how this is going to go. Alright, well, seems to be doing the job. Now we are going to have to wait for these bales to dry up again so that we can feed them to our goats and also to our cows eventually. But I think let's give this tractor a bit of a test run and see how it goes. And I'll give you guys a little bit of a time lapse once again. So sit back, relax, and enjoy.
Sun comes up over fields of gold. Tractor hums as the day unfolds. Dust kicks up from the old dirt road. This is how my story's told. Rooster crows, I've been off since dawn. Plow the fields, keep this farm strong. Cornrows rise as daylight longs to the rhythm of a country song. Life on the open road, with the wind in my hair and a heavy load. Feel the freedom, feel the flow. Heart beats fast, let the good times roll. Barn doors creak, hay stacked high. Rain or shine, we're getting by. Living simple, living right, underneath that big blue sky. Cows are grazing, kids playing near. Old dog chasing round the gear. Nothing fancy, but we're sincere. This is where the love is clear. Life on the open road, with the wind in my hair and a heavy load. Feel the freedom, feel the flow. Heart beats fast, let the good times roll. Cows are grazing, kids playing near. Old dog chasing round the gear. Nothing fancy, but we're sincere. This is where the love is clear. Life on the open road, with the wind in my hair and a heavy load. Feel the freedom, feel the flow. Heart beats fast, let the good times roll.
Alrighty guys, so there we go. That is all sorted. And guess what? Looks like the rain stopped. So I think it's going to be a very nice sunny day for the rest of the day. Which is actually going to be perfect, seeing as I really would like to try and clean up all of the equipment. Because everything we used again is extremely filthy. And there's definitely been quite a lot of work that we did already. So I'm going to go ahead and sort all of this out off camera now. So I'm going to thank you all so much for tuning in once again. And also, if you have not yet hit that subscribe button, please consider doing so. I will appreciate it very much. And I'll see you all in the next one.